Right, welcome back to the channel. Hopefully you're all doing well. We are back on this job. I've not been here for weeks and weeks and weeks actually. But yeah, we're back. Anyway, what we're going to do today, we've got the boiler going on that wall over there. We're putting a Worcester 1000 in on this one, Worcester 1000 combi. And we've got first fix to the kitchen. At the minute we've got our cold main, obviously we need to swing that round. And then we've got cold and a hot, which obviously we need to bring round underneath the kitchen sink, waste pipe out, pick the condense up. We've got flow returning gas there, boiler's going on there, so we'll get a load of clips on the wall, get the boiler mounted, flue hole done. So yeah, should be a nice steady plod along day. It's already 9 o'clock and we're a bit late getting in this morning, to be honest with you, but I've had some stuff to sort. Sometimes goes like that, doesn't it? But yeah, get all my clips on the wall, get some pipe in, and we'll see how it goes. Right, I've never actually had a look at the 1000 before. First time ever fitting in the field. I'll have a look at it and see what's like. Instructions, don't need them. No, we do need the instructions. Benchmark them, but obviously it's going to be baggy nuts. And that's obviously the bracket. The bracket. Whatever that is. These will be pipes, I guess, I don't know. There are the valves. So yeah, that's easy enough. Right, I've marked the centre of my flue hole out because there's an existing extract fan up there anyway, which is what we're going to use. So we'll get the template on the wall. In fact, what I'm going to do is just cut around this because this is the flue hole I'll be using. And I'll get the flue hole out first so no rubbish or anything like that is dropping on the boiler. I've marked the height of it on the wall. Let's just get that cut. Something like that. Don't need that bit. So I've marked the centre of it. There is actually an existing hole already up there from an extractor fan, which is what we're going to use. So I've just dropped a laser. We'll get the template on the wall and we'll just get that knocked out around the plasterboard. Right, the template's all on the wall. What I'll do is I'll mark the bracket positions, get the bracket mounted, and we can get the boiler straight on the wall on these because they're not on a jig. And then we'll put the valves into the boiler. Cable should just about be okay. I think we can bring that in. That's the bracket on, flue hole out. We'll get the boiler lifted on the wall and we'll have a look at getting the valves connected underneath it. They don't get any easier the older you get. But yeah, that is on the wall. They're not the heaviest, it was just an awkward lift because it's quite high. But yeah, that'll be alright. That looks about right with the flue. So once we're happy with the flue, we can get all the rest of the pipes connected in. I did catch the wall there a little bit, but it's not been decorated. Just as I hooked the boiler on, I sort of missed the bracket a bit, but yeah, that'll be alright. And as I say, that's nice and solid. So what I always do first is get all my clips on. I'm not going to lie, I was supposed to be refitting the old boiler, which was a 3-year-old Ideal Independent, I think it was. I think Ideal Independent or Classic. And I was going to reuse the filter, but I can't seem to find the filter. It was a Magnum Clean Pro 2. So what I'll end up doing is having to cut one in after if I can't find it. There was nothing wrong with it, and I was going to reuse it, but it ain't here anymore. So yeah, get the valves on the boiler, pipes down nice and straight. I've just got a bit of jigging around to do at the bottom then. Bowl there. It'll be right, it's only a bit of water. So on these it'll be flow, hot, cold, return, PRV, condense. And gas is that one, which I think it kicks back to give you a little 45 and we can bring that straight down the middle. little fibre washer goes in, and then that just tightens up onto the boiler. The only thing I've just noticed, it doesn't look like they're going to take standard Talon clips, so I might have to offset the pipes, which is slightly annoying, but not the end of the world. Obviously, this is a budget combi. It's sitting on something to say. And with your gas, it looks like you get a 45, just to kick it back straight down. Right, my next job is literally just to get a load of clips dropped on. I'll probably do 3 sets, leaving room for the filter. Obviously we've got CalMag, shock arrestor and fill loop to get in there as well. And then we'll just drop a load of pipes in nice and straight. Obviously the other thing with these boilers is you've got no access, so you'd have to get, I don't know if they do a standoff bracket, I never actually looked, to be honest with you, or you could, I suppose you could make your own up. But yeah, obviously being a budget boiler, you're not really going to get that. That's got all my clips dropped on. I like to clip everything well, it just makes everything nice and straight, nice and neat as well. I've obviously at the bottom, I've got my gas, my return and my flow, and my hot and colds are coming from over there, so I'll have to bring them around. I'll probably drop my gas in first, straight in the middle. The return, I'll leave the connection off for the fill loop, and as I say, we'll have to cut a filter in after if I can't find the other one we've got. And the flow, I can just drop up that side, and then the hot and colds will just literally come straight along. Shock or CalMag shock arrestor or something, I don't know, I'll jig it in, and then a fill loop. I really wanted a fill loop with a gauge because I know there's no built-in pressure gauge on there, but they didn't have any again, so I can change that after as well. So my pipes have all been pressure tested. Don't mean to say they won't leak, but they have been tested. That's my gas, always cap that off, obviously. Now, it's been a while since I've been on this job. It's been not a hospital job as such, obviously, because we're doing it for a customer, but they're not too worried. So it's a customer I've done a lot of work for in the past. So they know I'm busy and just sort of drop on when you get a couple of minutes. I have actually taken another engineer on now, because I've just been really struggling. Obviously, it's okay taking somebody on, but it's taking on the right person, and so far it's been going okay. It's just, you just never know what to do for the best sometimes. Obviously, the more people I take on, it means I'm less time on the tools, which I actually prefer to be on the tools and doing admin and stuff like that, but it is what it is. That's why, again, I was late this morning, because obviously when you've got other people to sort out, it's not just sorting yourself out. But we'll be alright. And instead of one set of problems, I've got 4 people that work, on the plumbing side with me. Who I'm supposed to look after, but I struggle to look after myself some days. We're alright. I didn't say that right. Not a bad guess, actually. approximately 105. I'll shine it up just for you. Yeah, you. That's alright. I'll be alright. So gas is all in. I'll probably drop, well, probably drop my return in next and then my flow. So I need to put tee off this return for a fill loop somewhere, but I'll just cut a length in. This is the only thing I don't like with these boilers, it don't really fit clips. The 22 you can nearly get away with, but the 15 I suppose it could bend it. I'll see if this works. See what it looks like. It'll be alright. If they could have just moved that back like, I don't know, 15 mil. And give it a better look. Can't have everything, I guess. See, we're learning how not to do it. You can hear it all in the comments now, can't you? What's wrong? Your bender's broken. Yeah, no, it's not what it is. I just think sometimes an M&F and a 45 just looks as neat. Anyway, I'm doing the job. So, not that your opinion doesn't matter, because often you are right, but you know. What I'm trying to say is there's more than one way to skin a cat. So this thing's a scale mag or a cow mag. All it does, it's magnetic and it's supposed to realign the particles, stop the hard water sticking to the plate. I always put them on. How well they actually work, obviously it is manufacturer's instructions to put them on. But I don't know. I guess they do something. But yeah, we'll put it on. We'll put it on with photography. Underneath that we'll have a T left in for the shock arrestor because we're on a water meter. But I just need to go to the van and get the shock arrestor out because I didn't bring one in with me. And then below that we'll have connection for the fill loop. Lesson on fill loops. The double check valve bit goes on the water main side. That is there to protect the main. you put it on the other side, it makes it a pain because you can't drain down, you can't knock the pressure off. So that goes on the water main side, that goes on your central heating side. So if you ever want to drain down, put that into a bucket and drain it down. The amount of times you see people put them the other way around. I really wanted one with a gauge, but they didn't have any, so we can swap that bit out after. So that's going to go on the water main side with the arrow going up. It's got a double check valve, and you technically should remove the fill loop anyway. And that one is going to go on the central heating side. So if you ever want to knock the pressure off the boiler, you can empty it into a hose, into a bucket. So that's how they need to go. I'm going to put a shock arrestor on there, and yeah, all that's piped up then, apart from a filter, as I've already said. But I am going to get a filter to go in there. Right, so that's all in. I've still got the condense and the PRV and the fluid to do. I've just got these connected with the bucket, but it's not gone too bad. Yeah, looks all right. Obviously filter, but yeah. Then all I've got to do is run them along there. I've got a kitchen drawer, and I think the sink's going in the middle. Obviously hot can go straight through, so we can just leave a tee off, pick that one up, pick the one up off the boiler. Cold, we'll have to swing back round, because we've got to put the water meter back under the sink and then swing it back through. But yeah, looking all right. On these, your condense pipe just pushes in. It's actually not that designed to be fair, it does make life easier. And then when it freezes up, you can get the home made and put a bowl under it. No, I'm joking. Yeah, you need to protect your condense pipe from freezing, because that is one thing, it's a common problem. The boiler's all done as far as I can go, and I've got the PRV and the fluid to do, but I'm just having a look at this kitchen. We've got a kitchen sink, it's shown dead in the middle, or the tap is dead in the middle of that window. But the appliances are here, they're built in. The problem is, sometimes you can't get pipe work behind them built-in appliances. They literally go right to the back sometimes. So what I might have to do is just chop my pipes in. Obviously I was going to bring my condense into the sink, and then obviously I can call the waste out, that's not an issue, there is a drain out there. But I've got them three to get around, because we've got to put the water meter underneath the kitchen sink. So that one with the hose on it is currently the actual mains water in. We need to put the meter under there and then bring that around, bring the hot and cold around. But I might end up just chopping in behind the appliances. The problem is I haven't got a proper kitchen layout. I know it shows the boiler there, but we ended up, the customer wanted it over here. And then I imagine we'd have dishwasher probably under the draining board, then wash machine there for a guess, and then hob there. It doesn't really show me a lot. The dishwasher looks to have a service gap underneath, so potentially I could get the hot and colds under there. What I might do is just try and bring the instructions up for these and see how deep they are. But often you literally cannot get anything behind. Obviously my condenser won't be able to go down and then back up. I'll probably end up having to chop back in. So they're primer. I'll bring the instructions up for them and have a look. But yeah, they're definitely built in, obviously with the door on the front. Right, so I've just googled the instructions. You need 580 to get it in. Obviously the unit will be 600, so it does give me 20 mil. The actual appliance is only 540 mil deep, but obviously you need to be able to get the door onto the door, take up 40 mil. So the condense is 21, so if we keep the coppers tight where that is, obviously we won't be able to clip them. We'll just have to keep them tight on the plaster. I think they'll be okay. It's either that or I chop them in. It's catch-22, but that appliance, if we don't get it right, it ain't going to go all the way back. And there isn't even a service gap at the bottom on the machine. So there's no service gap on that washing machine. So I'll have to do something with it. We'll get some clips bangs on here and we'll see what we can do with it. That's the only thing with built-in appliances, you just got to watch to make sure you can actually get your pipes behind. Because we don't want to snooker ourselves up. That'll get us far enough back. I think from our rough calculations that's the edge of the machine. So as soon as we get past that point we can kick it back out again. Likewise there we can kick it back out again if we want. But yeah, not ideal, but I think that's the only thing I can really do. We'll bend where we can. So we've got hot, cold, which will feed the property, and that main we'll have to bring in and put the water meter back on there. And then I'm just going to clip them along. That top one looks wonky, doesn't it? I'll have a look at that. Clip them along, pick the combi up, pick the rest of the hot and colds up, and yeah, that's job done. And then obviously we can call the waste out when we know exactly what we're doing. Right, just a little progress update. It's dinner time. I've been here, I got here at 9, it's now 12:30. So boiler's all done, I've still got the fluid to do. Condense I'm thinking I'm going to core out rather than run behind the built-in appliances. Getting most of this pipe work jigs along here now. So not had a bad morning. I know it's fairly easy going, fairly plod along. The one thing I'm not looking forward to on this job is I've got some big designer radiators to fit and it's all dot and dab. So what I might do, you can get them, what do you call it? Them like basically bits of metal rod that go behind. I know they're a little bit expensive, but I think it might save me a world of pain. So when I come back, I think I'm going to bring some of them. I can't quite remember what they're called. I know what they are. Stops it pulling into the plasterboard and the dot and dab. But yeah, I'm having a nightmare with my clips down there. So when them big radiators, it's not going to work, is it? But yeah, just a nice steady plod along day today. As soon as the flame starts to go green, like there, you'll be good to solder. Proves my pipes are holding pressure from where I pressure tested them, the hot and cold and stuff, because when I cut that, got water in it, which is always a good sign. Right, they're all in now. I've swung that round to there. I'm not going to connect that one up yet because we're on a shared supply and it's feeding other properties, so I'll have to find out when I can turn that off. But all it's a case of basically elbowing that in there, bringing that. All I need to do now is swing these into the boiler. I know it's not ideal doing it with nail-on clips like that, but I just feel the appliances weren't going to go back, and to be honest, I'm not 100% sure where everything's going. But yeah, I don't think it will cause a problem, because when you look at the clips, the pipes are just slightly off the wall. You can still see daylight behind, so it's not like they're exactly touching. What else can you do? I know I could have wrapped it, but then you're standing it off a bit more. But yeah, we'll run with it. I think it'll be fine. I don't think it's the worst anybody's ever done. And at least then the appliances will sit back. Otherwise you cushion the pipe and cushion the back of the machines. Yeah, getting there. GoPro's only got 6 minutes left, so we must have a fair bit of footage. Pulled a little set with the old Hillmore bender. I do love that bender, to be fair. We'll connect straight onto that one, straight out to my hot pipe coming across. But it bends real nice, to be honest with you. I don't know how old that is. Just a, I don't know, I've tried looking up on the internet. It's just an old 2-piece type GOLB. If anybody knows anything about that, because I don't. Pencil, somewhere there. Let's do that. This Inox thing's a beast as well. That blade has been in there over a year. And it's cut carbon, it's cut steel, it's cut stainless steel. The thing is unbelievable. It came with a new blade, but I haven't bothered to put it in yet. It absolutely flies through. It's unreal. I'm not one for my gimmicks as he's getting his laser level out, but no, that thing is unreal. We might as well have it level, haven't we? Everything else. Right, they're all in, connected up, all the way through onto the boiler. Still got the filters to do, still got the flue to do, still got the PRV and the condenser. I'm just going to core out there. I think there is a drain directly, but I'll take 1.5 out, lag it. The sink waste I'll just core out, probably do that after the sink's gone in, I don't know. I'll think about it. So I think I'm going to end that video there just because my GoPro's about flat. I don't know, not flat, it's full. I don't know why it's full, whether I haven't deleted some of the old footage off. But yeah, as always, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for keeping me company today. It does get lonely on your own when you're on jobs like this, but yeah, we've plodded along nicely. What's it taking about? What time is it? It's not even 2 o'clock yet, so 9, less than 5 hours. So not too bad. Hoping all the kitchen, everything can go in there with the pipes far enough back. I say it's not absolutely ideal, but yeah, I'm waffling now, so we'll catch you next week. Thank you so much for watching.